Hi, my name is Bob McCafferty, and I'm the owner of Jody and I own North Country Brewing Company. Includes Harmony Inn and also a cannery and a farm. I graduated from college, worked in an industry, doing archaeology for a few years, 12 years, and we decided to open our own place. So with like the hospitality industry becomes part of your blood. We actually looked at Boothbay Harbor, Maine, Tuscaloosa. We looked all through the eastern coast to put a brew pub in. And we grew up locally though in Butler, so I always knew the potential of Slippery Rock. Ended up finding this place in 1998, buying it in March of 98. Well, I started brewing beer to get through organic chemistry, and then I never stopped. We started renovating. We lived where the upstairs, where the bar is, the upper part of the bar downstairs. That's where we lived. That was our bedroom, and we put the kids' bedrooms up through the dining areas. And so it was like home too. We renovated. I did archaeology all week. Like I'd come back on Friday nights, usually 11 o'clock after I drove back from wherever I was stationed, dropped the artifacts off in Pittsburgh, came here, we renovated Saturday, Sunday, and then I'd leave at 2 in the morning on Monday and go run the crew again all week. Luckily, we had all this lumber. If the state was gonna burn the trees when I did archaeology, I would ask permission and grab the trees and pull them out of the woods, got them milled locally in North Liberty, and then so we had all this lumber stick drying for, at that point, 2 years. And of all the things, like one of my favorite bars forever, where I met Jody actually, is the Harmony Inn. They hired me to bartend, so Jody and I worked there. She worked days, I worked nights. I'd come home and then get up and renovate all day. I'd go take over her shift and bartend all night. Yeah, we opened in 2005 and just hit the ground running. Really, I feel like we hit the ground running in '98. We opened with just the first floor. It was like pretty busy right from the start, like a rolling boil. Never had any experience running a restaurant. I was always a server. Well, I started as a dish cook, and then I went to serving, and then bartending was just fun. I love creating drinks and love the social human aspect of all that. Never ran a restaurant though. So we had some tough lessons here. Like Jody had managed restaurants before, but we both really had to learn just what the nuts and bolts of running a restaurant entails. And so it's like a lot of energy, a lot of labor, because you want everybody's their service to be excellent, and every visit that they have, they chose us to spend their money. We want to make sure that it's worth it for them, and we try to make sure everybody has a pleasant experience. So all of that with our from scratch kitchen adds up to the labor. We didn't know anything when we opened, so it's a pleasure going with Future, and we've had Future now probably I have to say probably 10 years out of our 12 years open, because the initial company just did not have the customer service. We went to another one, and again couldn't reach them. A lot of issues with the system. Future, they're always approachable, available. Their system actually pairs into this inventory system that I have in place that covers the cannery, Harmony Inn, and North Country Brewing Company. So instead of looking at any paper or stacks of paper or printing anything, every morning I get everything on my laptop, and at any minute I can see exactly where each location, what's happening with labor percentages, sales, whatever I want to look up, who's clocked in. So it's just really neat. Whenever you are spread out, basically I'm as far away as my laptop, and staying connected with them. I think today's available workforce, most of them are pretty savvy with using some form of technology, and so they pick it up really quick. The way the layout on the screen is so simple that they just really take to it really quickly. We have modifiers, and just breaks out any variation of any dish just really quickly for the kitchen to understand on a printed ticket. And it's really simple for a general manager to go in there and make any changes to the menu. Actually, we can go in there and do a pre-shift meeting, so when people clock in, they get this right on the screen, what we want them to think about today at their shift. And just neat stuff like that. It's actually a good communication tool that they're able to use. Yeah, Future point of sales has been, having them on board with North Country Brewing Companies has been just great.